What's up, everybody? Today's ice cream review is Bluebell's Mardi Gras King Cake. Hi. I've spent far too much time on this channel talking about how overrated Bluebell ice cream is. The fact of the matter is this. It's a regional bias. Texans and Oklahomans grew up with this ice cream, very sentimental about it, very attached to it, and they will go to their grave swear that Bluebell is the greatest ice cream on earth. Now, if you've been around the block like I have, if you've had even more than a couple ice cream brands, you know this just isn't true. That being said, I'd like to be a little more positive than some people when it comes to food reviews. And in the past, I've got my rocks off by slamming these brands, but that's not what I'm here to do now. I'm going to talk about the positives for the most part. If flavor deserves to be ragged on, I shall rag upon it. But Bluebell does have some good flavors. They do. I mean, look, nothing has ever eclipsed more than an 8 out of 10 on my scale. That's, most of the stuff is from a 5 to an 8, and many of the flavors are more 5s than 8s. It's a very mediocre average brand, and there's nothing wrong with that. Most brands that you find in grocery stores are going to be just the same quality as Bluebell, which is why it shouldn't be put up on a pedestal. That doesn't mean that it's trash. It's not. It's just overrated. Remember, guys, overrated does not mean bad. I personally feel that In-N-Out is hugely overrated. Not bad. Hugely overrated. But that's a video for another time, right? Team Whataburger, stand up. Anyways, this flavor is a flavor I never thought I'd get the chance to try. It was a regional flavor, available only in Louisiana and I think a couple other states, and now it's nationwide, or it's not nationwide because Bluebell isn't nationwide, but it's available wherever Bluebell ice cream is sold. And since I love King Cake, if you've never had King Cake in your life, do yourself a favor, get you some this King Cake season because it's life-changing. But I love King Cake, I love ice cream, so when you combine the two, I think some magic's gonna happen. What do you think? It surely sounds magical. Cinnamon ice cream with pastry pieces, candy sprinkles, and a cream cheese swirl. I'm not gonna get my hopes up because after all, it is Bluebell, but I'm hoping for the best. Let's scoop it. I like the base a lot. It's not a overwhelming cinnamon flavor, but after you swallow, you can definitely taste the cinnamon there. This is a big moment of truth with this swirl. So many ice creams try to implement cream cheese things, and they never really taste like cream cheese. This could be a deal breaker for a King Cake flavor. Let's give it a whirl. Pretty darn close, Bluebell, pretty darn close. I'm not mad at it at all. I've definitely had worse, definitely had less flavorful cream cheese swirls. It tastes like cream cheese, so. I don't know if it's because they made the cream cheese swirl green or because some of the elements are similar, but this tastes a whole heck of a lot like Christmas cookies to me, which is definitely not a bad thing. I'm trying to get you guys a good pastry piece to show it off, but that's kind of the problem here is that when you get them, they're not all that big. You taste them, but I really, bless you, but I really wish this King Cake flavor, there was more actual King Cake in it. And when you do get the pastry pieces, there's not a whole lot of flavor there. Visually, it's hard to tell the cake pieces apart from the swirl, but there's definitely a whole lot more swirl than there's cake. As far as a King Cake ice cream goes, I don't really think this is a good interpretation. However, that's not to say that it's bad. King Cake is so unique and so great that I had a feeling Bluebell would not be able to pull it off. But, not a bad ice cream. I like the cinnamon ice cream base. I love the cream cheese swirl. And if it was just those two elements, it'd be pretty much the same ice cream as it is with the pastry pieces. The pastry pieces add next to nothing to the flavor. They're not big enough. They're not flavorful enough. And I think they just threw them in there to make it more of a king cake flavor. Sprinkles are cool, but that's just a visual thing, not a taste thing. So if you go into this like you should go into most Bluebell flavors with your expectations set very low, I think you won't be too disappointed. But if you're expecting a great ice cream, you need to look elsewhere. I probably won't scoop this again, but I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Soon.